Okay. Hi everyone. Um I've been called a couple times to do this and I'm only gaining confidence now to be able to spread this message, spread this word. Um for those of you hi everyone. I'm Mimi. I never do intros, but for anyone who doesn't realize where I'm from or anything like that, Um, I do channel the divine feminine quite often, if not all the time in my daily life. Ever since I was younger, I understood kind of the spirit of sensuality, but I was always being put down and being insulted in a sort of way, which is what recently happened to be why I stopped doing my sort of I used to do a lot of camming. I'm gonna just be honest, and it was kind of a value of my sexuality, something that I did not respect as much, and so I believe, well, not believe, but I feel as though there was a sort of insult to divine feminine of just how we value. Oh my god, yeah, definitely like the messages coming through. Um, I feel called upon to speak not on the behalf, but as a channel, as a vessel, um, and the one figure of the divine feminine that has been calling out to me recently, as much as or so much lately, is Oshun, and Oshun isn't someone that I researched. She kind of called on to me, like regardless of my research. I used to do research on many figures of divine feminine and divine masculine over the period of like just my whole life. I've been doing research on that, but Oshun really stood out to me because she is the closest to my roots, at least the roots where I'm from, because I grew up in Nigeria. I'm not Yoruba or Igbo, or I probably am in some way or the other, but I am Hausa, coming from Hausa Fulani, more so the tribal area of the north. Um, but I am, how do I say this? I'm trying to carry on the power. Not, I don't like to call myself a goddess, but I do channel a lot of the goddess spirits, a lot of the holy spirits that exist. Yeah, my throat blocking. Yeah, I have to work on my throat chakra. And this has more so to do with the fact that um, right now we are, in a sense, we're going through some fertility issues in humanity, abortions, violations of women, trafficking, a lot of drying out, dry spells. They're trying to make us fear that Oshun has now left us once again. But I'm here to tell you that it is being silenced. It is being silenced, and so it is making it harder and harder to see how the love frequency, Venus frequency, and they're trying to destroy Venus. Okay, like this is serious. Okay, like if you go onto the page of NASA, if you go onto the page of the space networks and whatnot, they are trying to remove Venus, which is a symbolistic of removing the love frequency from Earth. And it is quite sad. It is kind of insulting that they can even think that they can do that. It is insulting. And so here, Oshun once again is coming and saying, are you insulting me? Are you insulting the love that I've given? Are you trying once again to disprove the things that I have given to you? And it's kind of, instead of begging, because I'm the type of person that now is like, I've been saying this for a minute now, but I've been saying now, if you're asking for forgiveness, or if you're asking for or you're giving an apology, it doesn't change what had happened. It doesn't change what had happened before. That guilt energy, that guilt feeling that you're feeling, or whatever whoever is feeling, is going to be there for a reason, and it's because you need to identify what it is that got lost in the first place, or what it is that you're ignoring in the first place, that's making you think or feel as if the energy of Oshun, or the love energy, love frequency, the energy of fertility, or these children are not needed, and we can just like put them aside and just make them walk away or whatever. And it's so funny that I would go on my OnlyFans, right? And I would say like, I don't feel like doing this anymore, which is very like, I'm very emotional, so emotionally in tune with my high priestess energy. So I say like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I use everything for my reading, everything that I do in life, I use it for my channeling. And so because I am a vessel, and so I say like, I don't want to do this anymore. And everybody is like either liking it or but not commenting, not showing me the love that I need. And so I'm like, I need compliments. I need compliments so that I can see how others, or how the nature of the reality values what I have. So if I'm not getting the value that I want from outside, I will take it from within me, because I know that I have it. So I will be able to at least take care of myself and not feel burnt out from giving so much to the world. And that right now is the channeling that I'm dealing with at the moment. So the waters that we're fearing are only leaving because it's a sort of reflection of our inner desires. So anything that we really feel inside is how it's coming out outside, okay? So anything that we are having inside is going to reflect within our outside reality, okay? So as a collective, if we're feeling depressed, if we're feeling sad, if we're feeling burnt out, if we're feeling used, slaved away, or any of that, then it will begin to transform and transpire into like actual things outside. So an example of it is that in the past, in the very, very past, we used to use a lot of technology. So if you do not know this, the ancient civilizations that we lived in were very advanced. And they're not the type of advanced that we can understand now. They're a very different type of advanced because we live at a very different timeline. A very different timeline. In fact, our timeline is completely changing in 2 days' time. We're going to enter a completely new timeline, and the changes that we're going to have are going to be completely different than anything we've ever seen before, and it is going to be very new. Let's just say very new. And we really have to be aware of how our reactions and the energies that we give onto onto the outside world is what is creating it. So if we're seeing the changes in a negative light, in a negative perspective, and we're not seeing the love within it, and this is something that I actually had to understand within my mother as well, because like I said, I use everything for my channel readings. I use everything to be able to understand what is happening in the world right now. And so, for example, my mom, who's an Aquarius, funny enough, so we're in the age of Aquarius, and I'm a Cancer, so I'm very, very sensitive to these energies. I have a lot of water spirits around me, a lot of water energy. I use water magic, water divination, so I'm very connected. In fact, when I was sick, my mom would put me in water, even my mom would energetically do things to be able to make sure that I was in the space that made me feel happy and comfortable. But when there were certain changes that happened within our energies, it felt incompatible, and it almost felt irritable to a sense that I became extremely childish and immature. But it was just because of this energetic shift and this energetic change that had happened that almost caused a very kind of disruptive behavior, a lot of disruptions that were happening. Now the energy is shifting once again, and we're coming back into communion, back into communication, back into understanding with kind of soul, spirit, and the divine. Something just like we just needed to communicate, something like communicating with the earth, with Gaia, communicating with spirit, with the heavens, communicating with the animals, with the plants, communicating with ourselves, our fertility, our children, our inner spirit, our inner desires is very, very important. And I will be doing a card deck, a healing card deck very soon to be able to help. So if you're interested in that, then just follow me, subscribe to me here, leave a like, leave a comment so that I'll be able to make sure I know who's interested. Like I said, if you're watching this video, I need to know that you are interested in these things. We need to be able to have this communication so that we can be able to move forward and transpire as a collective, so that we're able to truly do the things that we need to do to be able to bring love back into our lives, bring love back to ourselves. Because if there is a lack of love, then nothing will grow. And Oshun really shows that, like, where even she lives, or all the images that is under her, you can see her in like waterfalls, or inside like bushes, or inside like just the divine, like I'm even getting goosebumps about it, just like the waters and the forest and the jungles and just all the beauty of nature and Gaia. They're almost sisters in this kind of sense. They're almost like all these goddesses and gods and all these things, they're all connected, they're all one, they're all one spirit, one soul, they're all one source. Okay, and so when you take away one thing, right, when you take away one thing, then it's almost like the whole thing starts to break apart and crumble, and it becomes kind of harder and harder for us to be able to put pictures together, put puzzles together, if something especially as important as love is being taken out. Communion, community, communication, growth, transpiring, evolution, everything that makes us human, everything that makes us human almost relies, has this kind of connection. It's almost like, it's almost heartbreaking to see like people that are like, even when I was depressed, it was never that I didn't love, or it was almost that I gave so much away and I never felt it given back to me. And so now I'm looking back towards myself. It's funny because now I'm looking at the mirror all the time, and I just stopped posting and I stopped going on Instagram. I stopped doing everything because I wasn't getting the love I wanted from the outside. So I started looking for the love inside, and I started doing it for myself, and suddenly Oshun is coming and being like, yeah, sis, I told you so. Like, it's so funny. So that's really what I'm trying to speak about today. That's really what I was being called on to speak about. So I don't know, I'm feeling, oh my God, I'm feeling so much like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's sensual. The sensual energy is so like, it's so beautiful. It's so like, it's making me like, you know what I mean? I'm saying like, that's how I feel after that. So let's just do a reading real quick about what we're going on. So, what's happening right now? Spirit of sensuality, spirit of, it's almost freedom of expression. So what is happening right now within the collective that's making Oshun speak through me, making the universe speak through me, making the goddess Gaia speak through me? Yes, so letting go of resentment. So yes, it's the energy of forgiveness, definitely a foundation for forgiveness. Enlightenment, yeah, understanding why this heartbreak happened. Once again, heartbreak, understanding what broke your heart in the first place. And we know our heart and Gaia's heart runs on love. We run on love. Literally, Gaia runs on love. Like, the more love we give to Gaia, Gaia just eats that up and gives us all the fruits that we need, all the waters that we need. We need to be planting more things. We need to be looking after our earth more. We need to be taking care of the fish. If you see the fish being run dry from the dryness of the waters, and you see fish afloat, you don't just leave them there to die, okay? This is not human nature to leave the fish to die. If you ever seen, even if you've seen the Reddits for humans, right, like the goodness of humanity, you'll see just how much love we have for our earth. We give to our earth. We grow with our earth. We grow with our nature. And people, and we need not to demonize certain things. That's one thing too. We need not to demonize everything we see. Okay, the killing of children is causing their spirits to turn evil. Okay, this is something that I'm hearing, this is something that I'm feeling. It's this causing their spirits to turn evil. And so when you have adults that are still children, it's almost narcissistic in nature. I'm trying to explain here that everything is connected. Okay, everything is connected. If we demonize and evil everything, or make everything evil, like devilish or whatnot, then we won't be able to transpire and move forward and heal ourselves, and remember that we are protected. We are protected. If you're fearing an attack, if you're fearing something, it's because you have not healed. It is because you have not understood the lessons that you have to learn. And that thing, psychologically, we have the power to psychologically make that happen. We have the power to psychologically call on to our fears, and it comes in physical form. It comes and manifests. It's the power of our earth. It's the power of our nature. It's the power of God speaking through us. And if we are so fearful of certain things, then they will manifest in this reality. And this is something that I want us to be very aware of. The enlightenment of this heartbreak is kind of like the enlightenment of the lack of love that we've given, and lack of love that we've took from earth. So for example, instead of like, okay, here's a good one. Instead of taking care of our plants and growing our own fruits and vegetables and taking care and giving love to the earth, we've instead genetically modified and genetically changed and genetically created foods and given like foods that aren't to our highest, like chemically engineered. It's all like in the ego, and at the end of the day, what does it do? It only kills us, it only harms us. It doesn't give us that sense of freedom, doesn't give us that sense of sensuality. And that's really the lesson that we need to understand, is that truly we need to be able to put our energy into the right things, and the right things are within us. And we need to be able to feel those things. We need to be able to feel the truth here for ourselves. And if we're fearing, let's say, like a giant flood, right? If we're fearing a giant flood coming to sweep earth, and everyone is fearing this thing, and we're seeing, oh, this is a sign, this is an omen, then we create that scenario. I want you to really truly understand this. We create that scenario. That's these prophecies that we're getting from a long time ago. A lot of them have to do with the golden age. Okay, I want us to understand that right now we are no longer in slavery. We no longer have to hold on to these past negative emotions and feelings. Yes, the world goes through karmic cycles. Yes, we go through things that show us, but we have to remember that this earth that we live in, how does it harm us? How does this earth that we live in harm us personally? Okay, how does it create anything that doesn't justify the plants and the animals and the rain that falls? How could you think that the rain that falls is against you? How could you think that the oceans that run either up or down or melt, the ice caps that melt, are against you? How could you do that when you too are a part of this world? You too are a part of this universe. It is essential for us to evolve. It is essential for us to move forward. Essential for us to like literally create for ourselves a scenario where not only we are included, like egotistical, not only us, but the animals, but the plants, but Gaia, but the higher powers that be, the higher powers that form. And it won't make us avoid this heartbreak, okay? It won't make us avoid this heartbreak. It'll help us heal it, because the heartbreak is already there. The heartbreak is from the past. It's trauma. The trauma memory that we had from the past, of those floods, of those rains, of those like continuous, what you call it, the rains of the meteorites and everything. All those things were cause and effect. Okay, it is how we were built, it is how we were born, it is how we cause this energy together, and it might happen again, but it does not mean that God or Gaia or Oshun does not have love for us. Okay, you are protected, and there is love within this planet, there is love here, and you need to understand that. You need to understand that you need to find the love within yourself, find how it transpires and how it moves through you, so you can find the energy, so you can find the energy to do the things that you love, to be able to have gratitude, to be able to leave this depression behind, and understand we no longer have to be the children of the universe. We can grow up. We can grow up. We can grow. The narcissists are the children. I mean, the teenagers. The demons are the children. But if you are here right now, then you are an adult. If you are watching this right now, you are an adult, and you can move forward. It is okay to move forward. It is okay to understand the things that you have done that were harmful. It is okay. If you have done anything, we have prisons and jails and all these things for a reason. It is not to cause you harm. It is not to use you. It is so that you can be able to put yourself within a space of understanding. Okay, because some people harm themselves so much more than they harm other people. Okay, and that is exactly why we need to understand that sometimes these teenagers and narcissists, yes, they can be very smart, yes, they can do these things, and that is exactly why they've built certain ways. But we also need to understand how our ancestors and how they have put love into these things, and how we can be able to use the opportunities and the technology that we have now to be able to transpire within ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, we can't just destroy all of technology because we fear that it is harming the planet. Because the truth is that we can be able to evolutionize ourselves through this technology that we have now. There are children in African countries such as that was living in Africa that would have not been able to learn everything that I learned if it wasn't for the help of the internet. Yes, I wish I had more people that were able to show me what not to do and what to do on the internet. Yes, I wish there was more love that came from my parents in certain ways that maybe they had not given me, but it doesn't mean that I did not understand the kind of love that they give me. It is not that I don't understand the kind of love that the internet gives me, because the truth is that it helped me grow. And this heartbreak from what happened, it was because of immaturity. It was because of the loss of innocence. Okay, we lost our innocence as a planet. We lost it, but it doesn't mean that we cannot find it again, because the truth is that it is within us, and that is how we let go. Okay, that is how we let go of these hardships and these hurts and these pains. Okay, let's continue. Oh my god, every time I speak on it, I was like, oh my god, like I'm being like so much love. Let's hear more. Yes, so we have the King of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, we understand now that the value that we have, and it's upside down, there's a lack of like the value that we've put onto things, because the Ace of Pentacles or the Pentacles is usually has to do with see how she's like, she's holding it, right? So the Ace of Pentacles is like, she can hold it, she can feel it, she can value it, she can see it. But it's upside down because now that we're unable to see what it is and like we're not able to hold our emotions, right? But the thing about it is that, look at the water, Ace of Cups upside down. We now have this emotional value. We understand and value our emotions, but then what happens to this material? The material, it's upside down. Like, I can't explain it. You have to really take it upon yourself to be able to do these things, study and see the expressions. And yes, so this is funny. So we have the energy that we're having from our emotional expressions and our emotions and sensuality, and that the gift that Oshun has given to us and everything. It comes with the freedom of life, the freedom of expression, the Six of Wands, which is like understanding the true the true openness of our fluidity of our emotions, the way that we are transpiring to be. And the pentacle that we're feeling is kind of like a leap of faith towards an understanding, a leap of faith, because now you're seeing, look at her, she's not sad. The fool is not sad. Okay, that's the thing that I used to be a child that envied people who acted foolish, right? Like women who acted foolish to me in my eyes, that it didn't even make sense to me that I was judging them, and I didn't understand how much I was judging other people for being foolish in my eyes, when I understood the freedom of being a fool, of the freedom of not being able to know everything, the freedom of not always tapping into the unknown. You know what I mean? Like some things are meant to be left unknown. Okay, some things are left to be are meant to be left unknown, because it gives us this free spirit to be able to see a new perspective. Because sometimes when we look at the unknown, we're not prepared for what we see, and so we start to go like kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, we kind of go crazy, and we kind of start to harbor on resentment, and this makes us close our hearts to love, and we start devaluing our emotions, devaluing just how important our love is. And so yeah. Yeah. I hope that makes sense. It doesn't mean that I condone being a fool all the time. Let me just tell you now, like, something foolish is closing your heart out, so you know what I mean. Yeah, the fear of betrayal is what this fear, man, this betrayal, this insult, whatever it is towards ourselves. Like I said, nothing ever happens outside without it happening inside first. Subconsciously, it has to happen before it happens consciously. Whatever you consider as betrayal, sometimes it can be somebody else's leap of faith, okay? Sometimes a betrayal is a lesson, okay? And this doesn't mean I also condone betrayal. Like I said, this is a perspective shift here. So we need to be able to see things in different perspective for us to be able to take upon our lessons and take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? So sometimes the betrayal that we feel are certain times betrayal towards ourselves, kind of karma for a lack of acknowledgement. And that's why we're so afraid to be foolish. We're afraid to be foolish because we're afraid to be vulnerable. We're afraid to be used. We're afraid to be taken advantage of. This doesn't mean that we won't be. Sometimes we will, as Oshun showed us already within her story. She was there before and she was called upon too. But when the other gods or the other entities were like, well, who needs her? That's in a sense was a betrayal on her part. She's very sensitive to those things. Water spirits, water energy is very, very sensitive. And so of course she felt this betrayal. She felt like, well, you don't need this energy anymore. But she still gave her love. She still showed her love. She still understood that while she didn't, it's not even understood. It's kind of like, look how much the earth that she loved, right? Or she loves, because that's the truth, is that there is love everywhere. She had to step away from that so that she could teach a lesson to both the people and herself. She had to value herself. She had to look in the mirror and value herself because it needs to grow. Yes, this sense of value needs to grow. You need to take a leap of faith. I'm getting lightheaded. Sorry. I'm getting lightheaded. This is like Holy Spirit. You know when you're cleansing yourself, right? You know when you go like, and may in Jesus' name, amen, and everything, and then they like start fainting, right? That's me. I do it to myself. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, let's continue. Oh man, everything feeling floaty. It's so funny because now I'm in my cycle, so understanding. Yeah, Five of Cups, emotional support with Ten of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune, yes. So that's really what we have to do. The Ten of Pentacles is this kind of fulfillment when it comes to almost a financial support, but it more so has to do with a give and take relationship with self and within self. So whatever this relationship is within self, it needs to be an equal give and take so that the wheels of karma can properly turn and give you what you deserve. And this balance that we're feeling, or this lack of their balance, it can really be either way depending, because that's really what the Five of Cups to me signifies. Really, it signifies like it's sideways, right? So is the cup half full, is it half empty, or is it sideways? And so what is our, see how it's like in a different perspective every time. I really have to show this card. You see the cup, it almost is like a candle, but also a cup holding, so there's fire energy and water energy, and you can see the flow and the fluidity of the waters that are of the background, so of nature, of the sunlight that gives it actually transpiring, and then the darkness that shows you the, not only the fulfillment but also the emptiness of it. It's just, it's such a beautiful card. It's such a beautiful, like, I love the way this is drawn, because it shows this kind of like perspective of, yes, although one side can be completely dark and empty and void, right? There's a reason that it stands there. There's a reason that this shadow, this darkness is there. And although we so heavily want to be embedded within this light, the shadows and the moon, and the part of Gaia that we understand is that some things grow at night, okay? Some things live through the night. Some things transpire and evolve at night. And cactuses only need a little bit of water, and they need so much sunlight. You know, there's an equal give and take, a balance within this world. And we need to be able to understand that this balance is truly something that helps us grow higher and higher, because our legs and our feet are planted within the deepest, darkest depths of the universe. Okay, the roots that we have are almost connected to all of the unknown. Okay, and sometimes someone like me has explored the unknown. I've oh my god, I've explored the unknown realms. I don't remember a lot of it, but for a good reason. For a very good reason, I don't remember all of it, because I would get stuck there, like eternal damnation. I would get stuck there. So what you have to remember is that your roots are planted upon those memories for a reason, because without darkness, how would you really be able to see the light? How would you be able to admire and be within the light, be able to grow within the light? And that is exactly what we need to understand within ourselves too. We are capable of so much darkness, but we are also capable of so much light. And that really is the essence of humanity, is that there is love, that there is good human nature that we need to be able to create within ourselves and within others. Man, I just want to go outside and just kind of like dance naked in like the forest or something now. That's what I feel. Like, I really feel like we need to just go all out and just be like, call on to all like the angels and everything and just dance. And literally we need to do that, and we need to like do some ritualistic dancing. And just like, by ritualistic I mean like yourself, whatever dancing you're doing, you know, freestyling and everything, that's still ritualistic. People want to call like ritualistic things negative, but they're ritualistic because they are sacred, because we are sacred. Because, and I'm going to use the Gaia card now because it's connected to like sacred earth energy, and because we are sacred beings, sacred creatures, we also have this, it's just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's Gaia. Come on, it's Earth. How could you not love her? I don't understand people who are allergic to fruits and vegetables. Like, how could you do that to yourself? Eat some fruits and vegetables. If you're allergic to it, you need to go see a doctor and fix that. I don't know. Do some keto or something. You need to fix that. I don't believe in allergies. That's true. Everybody is different. Everybody has different poisons. But if you're let's say a chosen one, or let's say you're part of, if you're a human being and you're in this process of human evolution, if you're having any allergies or anything like that, you really need to work on your divination powers. So I would use things like water to be able to, so I used to get really stuffy. I would get really stuffy from lavender, and I was like, how could I do that to myself? Lavender helps me sleep, you know what I mean? So if I'm not with lavender, then I get stuffy, or like I don't know how to explain it. But I had to use like my water divination powers to be able to help heal that within myself, so that, oh, give me a second. Let me charge my laptop. So that I would be able to heal my allergies and such. So every time I drink water, my nose immediately stops getting stuffy, and I start releasing a lot of things. So I'll start like coughing, like doing stuff like that, like like that all the time, and it would help me, honestly. Yeah, it also clear my throat, clear my chakras. Yeah, evolution. See, as I said, so Earth changes, climate change, and transformation. There is a big transformation coming forward in the future, and I don't want to promote the use of drugs, but if you've ever eaten an earthly psychedelic that is legal in your country, if you've ever eaten a psychedelic or anything like that, then you would know you can truly not be prepared. There is no such thing as being prepared. Okay, when it comes to these things, it doesn't mean that you can not naturally do these things. There's no such thing as being prepared for the unknown. Okay, you will never know. It is unknown. But when it comes to lights, you need to set the intention before you do it. So like intention candles as well, so that you can be able to invite positive things and invoke positive things and positive changes for yourself, and expel any negative energies that are causing disruption and harm. And once you do that within yourself, and once the collective really starts doing that, and you personally, whoever is watching this video, as you do this, you will see everybody else around you change and switch up. I promise you. That's how strong you are, okay? Because you give off this light, you give off this energy. In fact, I went to the lawyer's office today, and as soon as they saw me, as soon as they saw my energy, as soon as like he saw me, he almost like backed away, because like he was wearing a mask, so I already knew what you call it, because we don't have to wear masks anymore in Texas, so I was confused. But I already knew he was probably super fearful of certain things. He's a very old man, but I could also tell that like I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. Like the energy you give off and the beauty that you give off that is of Gaia is going to wake people up. All you have to do is wake up for yourself, okay? And I cannot make this up. Gaia, literally Gaia, wisdom, knowledge, spiritual understanding. Like I said, I can't. 45 and 5. Oh my God, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Okay, so 4 is the number for foundations, and 5 is the number of adaptation. So we're really, and then we have 5 again, adaptation of Gaia. Gaia will change. Gaia will evolve. So I need people not to worry, okay? Do not worry. Worry does not change the outcome. If there is something that you're like truly feeling anxious about, let's say for example 5G energy. If you're feeling that 5G energy is changing within the network, we need to understand that electricity has always existed. Okay, electricity has always existed. Maybe the usages of how we're using it now isn't so much as we used to use it before, but it is going to evolve. It is going to change. We have to give it a chance. We have to give ourselves a chance to change and transpire. We have to give ourselves, human beings and nature, because we are within the vibration of Gaia. We are within the vibration. So whatever we are doing personally for ourselves is how we're moving towards evolution. So we need to be able to see the things that we need to do and be able to heed the warnings that we're getting. So for example, movies, whenever we get movies, those are warnings, okay? They're not meant for you to be scared. They're meant for you to understand and see what it is you need to do within yourself inside. However, it doesn't mean that the MK Ultra that they were trying to put before isn't like trying to pass through. You know what I mean? Like they were intentions for doing certain things, but all the positive intentions that we had, all the positive human intentions that we had for ourselves is the foundation that will stay. Okay, the foundation that will stay are only the good foundations that we created for ourselves. So if we understand the foundations that we have for ourselves and the love that we've given to ourselves and the love that the ancestors have put onto this earth, have put into the skies, have put all into the voices and their sounds and their dances and the knowledge and the wisdom that they have given us, then immediately the things start to change immediately. And especially if you're watching this right now and it's before the 23rd of July 2021, then you will be able to make such fast changes you wonder what hit you. You'll be like, oh my god, and you'll probably start feeling floaty too. And all I'm gonna say is that hold your heart tight. Okay, hold your heart tight and love it. Love it. Love your body, love your soul, love your mind, love your heart, love yourself. Okay, it is so important, because as you do that, that creates for yourself, not even creates, it gives the space for the energy to flow. Okay, it gives the space for the energy to flow, so that God's love and the love of, I don't even know how to explain it, like I don't want to say God, I want to say the universe, because we are vessels of the universe, and the universe will flow through us, and we will be able to go with the flow, you know what I mean? We'll be able to feel the flow, go with the flow, understand the waters of Oshun, because the waters of Oshun are still flowing. She's still flowing. She hasn't gone. She hasn't gone. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Yes, Sacred Heart. What am I saying? Sacred Heart, passion, love, spiritual communion. Oh my god, can you see the little vein popping up in my third eye over there? How do we do this? How do we do this? How? So beautiful. So let's see what are the angels trying to say about Gaia's energy right now as well. Let's hear it from the angels, from the higher beings, from the higher powers, from the ones in the heavens, you know what I mean? Because we're in Midgard. Little fun fact. If you're really into that, you should probably do your research. Like, so I don't know if I should be saying this, but I'm a time traveler, so I kind of like ran to the future. I was like, oh no, Ragnarok. And I was one of those people who just kind of bloop, and I ended up in like this place, a space without time, and this is where we live now. Okay, so it's the golden age. You guys should not be scared. Should not be scared. Okay, let's see. Life lessons for evolution. You can break free from reoccurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and blessing they contain. Okay, and then for Gaia, a beautiful card there. It has emerald. Progress, not perfection. Yeah, and it says, don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself instead. Focus upon Focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned. So this is super important too. I'm hearing, yeah, this is super important too, because we tend to be like, okay, within the evolution of Gaia, we tend to be like, oh, we're harming her, we're hurting her, we're doing all these things, but how do you not know that the words that you're using and the words that you're speaking are not the ones harming? You know, words are magic. So when you speak such things as, oh, the love of hers is gone, oh, the Gaia is gone, or this is gone, or that is lost, or this is gone, it hurts. It starts to hurt. It starts to create all these negative outcomes, which is not, it's not going to be of use, okay? And when you release them, it's completely different. When you understand the intentions of the words that you're speaking, you change the value and energetic value of those words. And so low vibrational words can turn into higher vibrational words if they have humor in them, for example. You know, adding humor to our words changes that frequency, but it doesn't change the tone. Okay, it doesn't change the tone. So whenever you say certain words that are of negative value, they still contain that tone within them, but we choose to see the higher vibration of that tone, the higher coming, the higher knowledge and wisdom of that tone, which is why we have humor, right? Which is why we have comedy, which is why it's okay to laugh at certain things, because we change the value and vibration of those things into a higher value, a higher vibration. We start taking care of the things that actually might scare us, like the things that might make us scared or nervous or fearful. We start to understand and visualize and value those things a little bit more. 44:33 on the clock. What? 44 minutes and 33 seconds in. That was wild. And 147 for that too. So for the Sacred Heart, passion, love, spiritual communion, heightened intuition. Yeah. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it is trustworthy. Yes. 12. 12. I love that number. 2, because 2 for duality, 1 for initiation, and I'm an initiator. I'm a galactic Skywalker, so if anyone's interested in finding out what that means, you'll find out what that means. It means I'm the pillar between heaven and earth. For my birthday, at least. So I'm a gateway. So whenever people see me, they start seeing higher knowledge, higher power. It gets people really confused. So whenever people have a lot of negative energies or negative entities, they start to act up. And I don't agree with that. I'm like, no, don't act up on me. I'm just the messenger. Like, don't kill the messenger. Don't do that. But, Oh, okay, so this is wanting to come out. Ganesha! What? I haven't seen this card before. Clearing away. Ganesha is here? Some things be happening. So, Ganesha, clearing away obstacles, protection, and guidance. Oh, look at this. You see this little thing that she has here? This instrument here. Ooh. I know that instrument. Ooh, that instrument. That is I can't explain it, but it's like, I know this instrument. Oh my God, this one helps with location and finding and trying to, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it really is unexplainable. But do you see how, like, the symbol is there, and the symbol of Poseidon, and all the flowers? It just, it shows just how connected, especially with the waters. And elephants love waters. Elephants are so intelligent. Oh, if you've seen videos of elephants take care of their children, one more time of just how Oshun really shows how connected we are to spirit, how connected it's gonna make me cry because it's so beautiful. Like, it's so amazing and benevolent. It's one of the most inspirational things that I can't. My heart. I saw a black cat today inside the Petco. It was a little baby orphan cat, and I was like, I hope someone grabs her, because she was so long. She was long and huge, and she was so kind, and she was so soft, and I wanted to take her, but that was my temptation. I was like, no, I can't take care of her. She must go to a better owner, someone that will truly take care of her, And yes, life-changing epiphany or experience. Yes, it's time for big changes it's time for big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you every step of the way. This is so important. Acknowledging, my higher chakras, acknowledging that you are being supported, and your ancestors are also supporting you. And people like to look at their race for their ancestry. They're like, but my race is this, but my race is that. So I'm from Maasai. I'm from the ancient city of Maasai, so I have memories of Maasai. I have blood from all over the world, so my blood is literally mixed from all over the world. And I said this inside, it's inside my cover video, that's like, where am I from, my ethnicity. That's what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, that's what I was supposed to talk about. I was supposed to talk about my ethnicity. And back then I had no idea, okay? So this was me just blurting it out. I mean, I don't know my ethnicity, but now I do. I am literally a child of the heavens and earth. Okay, so I am a mix. I'm a star seed. I'm a rainbow child. I'm a galactic red skywalker. I have memories of me coming onto earth, of me entering my mother's womb and being pushed out. I remember that. I remember being in the darkness for a while, but I don't remember. It was a lot of memories that are going to come up for me later. Okay, but I remember my grandmother taking care of me. At least I remember the love she gave me. And I also remember like most of the things growing up until this moment. And then I started remembering and going back into my past lives, which only happened through time travel, because this is my first and my last life. And I've always known that. I've known that this is my first and last life. So I don't think people understand when I speak about past lives. I don't speak about like, oh, the past. I mean, I'm a time traveler, so I switch timelines and dimensions. I'm always floating around everywhere, so people don't understand how I'm able and capable of learning things so fast. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's just how I was born. And so my ethnicities range from like South America, like not North America actually, or maybe North America, I don't know, ancient Americas, let's just say ancient Americas, ancient Africas. I was born in Russia, so my bloodline now is going to continue upon in Russia, so I will be moving towards Russia American bloodline, this combination. Remember how there was Cold War between America and Russia? Well, now it's gotta have to stop. You see, like I'm the connector. I connect everything together, because how are you going to have war if I'm from everywhere? Like, where are you going to put me? Exactly. So, what do you call it? I have ancestors from all over the world, from Japan, from Korea, from China. I have ancestors from all over the world, literally from... I have Aborigine ancestors popping out, but they have been so silenced, especially with coronavirus and stuff like that being silencing. They're really working their magic over there. So they're not really popping by right here, right now, but maybe they will sometime. We will see. We will see. Okay, let's see if Spirit wants us to know anything else. 51:19 on the clock. Okay, last card. Flame tree. Okay, the start of something anew. Okay, as I thought. So we're gonna close this out then. So I've said this before. If you don't know the spiritual alchemy of fire, it is for change. So fire purifies. Not actual fire. Okay, not actual. Oh, fuck, sorry, my phone scared me. That scared the fuck out of me. It keeps ringing. Not actual fire, 155 for adaptation. I don't know, I got so scared. But alchemical fire, okay, spiritual fire. Whenever you use fire, the fire that we have here is symbolistic. We don't have to set the whole world aflame, okay? It's already been done before. We don't need that again. Okay, what we need to understand is that whenever we have subconscious fires, we need to also put those subconscious fires out so that we can manifest the good things that those subconscious fires have purified. You know what I mean? Because if the fire keeps burning, we're just gonna burn everything that we see out here, you know? Our subconscious is very, very strong. It's the ocean it's the flow of the ocean, okay? It's the water. It's the oceanic. So whenever our water is tainted, so is our subconscious water. We are literally, our mind is the world, okay? Our mind is how the world functions. If we start entering too much of our ego, then we wouldn't be able to actually take care of the outside, okay? We'll only be taking care of whatever we want and be self-indulgent, which is why we have so much shit on self-indulgency. Okay. I hope nobody minds swearing. Like, swearing is not a problem to me. I don't know if that's like a problem to people. Excuse my French, I guess. It's a language for a reason. Babble. I speak multiple languages. I love it. So we're going to be going through the Soul's Journey Tarot card now, or the Lessons card, because this will help us understand where we are at within our soul missions as 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 a collective. And this is going to help us deeply understand more so what we're healing and what our challenges and what our healing and what our challenges are. So, okay. Honesty. Okay. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Yes. Working on your intentions, and if your intentions is deeply rooted within truth, because truth is a different vibration. By the way, truth is a vibration. Truth is definitely a vibration. So is love. And love has the vibration of truth as well, which just shows the hand in hand, very, very connected vibrations here. And you can really put them two together. It's really beautiful. When you have truth and love together, it brings honesty. It brings honesty towards yourself and others. It kind of, when you vibrate and the vibration of honesty, people have no choice but to be honest to you, okay? But also, you have no choice but to be honest within yourself. And my name, oh, this is my first time saying my name on this channel. My name is Amina, and my name means someone you can trust in Arabic. So I've always been within the vibration of honesty. And so sometimes it scares me. Sometimes it scares me how honest I am. And I start being silent and shutting up. But I have to, it's something that I also have to understand within myself, that it is how I am. It is the way that I am and the way that I live that causes me to be exactly who I am. And I have to be okay with that, not so that I can like sit there in the same vibration all the time, but so that I can use the vibration that I have to be able to move forward, you know? We all have our different challenges, okay? For some people, they need to learn how to be more honest within themselves and others. And for me, it's don't stop scaring yourself, you know? So why are you hitting yourself? That's me, constantly. Denial. There you go. So I acknowledge my fear and I replace it with the insight of awareness. I just said it. So this denial. Okay, okay, sorry, my knee is hurting. Okay. So the denial we're feeling right now is that, yeah, so like I said before, the fear, for my fear, I'm just going to tell you my biggest fear. My biggest fear is that I was a liar. The biggest liar. And it came to me. All my fears came to fruition, and I was right, and that made me feel really shitty, okay? And I was right, but I didn't deceive anyone but myself. At the same time, it made me feel fake, and it made other people view me as fake. You know how much that harmed me? I didn't even want to not be honest with other people. I wanted to be honest with other people. I wasn't honest with myself, and so I created a lie to live in. Literally, I created a lie to live in, and it hurt me so much before I understood that it wasn't even a lie to begin with. It was just the way I was perceiving it. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with awareness. See how that works? Yeah. Oop. Doubt. There we go. I release the need to know all the answers. Yeah, that is it. I release the need to know all the answers. Doubt is a very interesting energy to feel. So this is literally what we're going through in our journey right now. Doubt is very interesting because as a Gemini moon, I doubt most things. I doubt most things. I could be staring or looking at something and be like, I don't know if that's even there right now. Honestly, I could be hallucinating. Like literally, I could be hallucinating this entire time. Maybe there's no even camera here. I could be hallucinating. But that's exactly why we have this doubt. Is that doubt can take you to very far places and very far reaches of the subconscious mind and the reality that we live in. But we need to realize that the most important thing that we have is within us, okay? It's within us, okay? And the more we reflect upon that, it's making me it's making me nervous. Okay, the more we reflect upon that, the more we're able to realize things for ourselves. And this doesn't always need, I said this earlier on the stream. We don't need to hold upon that any longer, honestly. Yeah, I released the need to know all the answers. See how I was stumbling? Spirit's like, you said it, that's enough, Yeah, health. Okay, I will honor my physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So taking care of yourself, taking care of your health, understanding. Look at the green in this card. Look at the green in this card. Look at the green in this card. Look at that turquoise, green, all those greens once again, always popping up in my channel. So much green. It is. So what we're really. Let me ask the other cards. And then I'm going to grab my chakra book, and we'll see what kind of chakra we need help in, because I have a feeling it's the solar plexus. Solar plexus chakra has to do with confidence and stuff like that, but you should already know that. And we're almost done. We're almost done. It's almost over. And yeah, okay. Same thing. Life lessons. We need to break away from negative patterns. That's what I'm getting. Sensitive emotions. That's why I'm feeling so lightheaded. Oh my god, my hair popped out. Okay, so it says, times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. And spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. Okay. Well, I need to join with people. I need to join more people. Join society again. But yeah, that's it. Not much to say about that. Make time for self-care at the back of the deck. Oh my lord. I got you. We need to self-care. Oh my god, more. Own your divine power. Replace codependence, people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment, okay? Stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping up. I don't know what just fell off my board. Something fell off my vision board. That's wild, because they're all pinned. I don't know how it would fall off. Yeah, heightened intuition, prosperity. There is positive shift in your flow of divine support. Easy does it. Your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. Okay, got it. I got you. Let's just do a last one, okay? We'll do one more last one here, because I wanted to pull out certain cards. Yeah. Perseverance! I'm determined. Okay, chakras. What kind of chakras do we need to work on today? The root chakra. What did I say? We need to be able to go outside. We need to go outside and we need to dance. We need to clear any fears, any pains that we're feeling. We need to balance out our energies. We need to, if you don't know how your root chakra energy is being best done, some people like to sit in water. Some people like to stand by the river. Some people like to just place their legs in mud or dirt or anything. A good way to also balance out your root chakra is work on things like sculpting or claying. And guess what I have here? Some good old clay. So I know I am prepared for some root chakra healing time. And so yeah, that is all that we have today. And I'll grab the Eternal book by Ilya Kushinov, and I'm just going to flip upon a page and look at how we're feeling. Look at that. That is so gorgeous. I'm like looking at it from the side. I'm so fucking weak. I love this so much. Making sure it's coming out. Yeah, so there's a lot of dark, very kind of like on a way to a journey type energy. The journey is very kind of cute, solemn. Yeah, we need to be able to, but then there's a lot of pink here as well, of overview of pink. It's like root chakra. It's very soft. We need to redden it, make it like more vibrant. We need to Yeah, because even here has pink as well, so we need to make it vibrant. Or maybe your energy is just soft in general. Maybe you need more pink in your life. Who knows? Like, I have pink right here. So, yep. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're watching this video later, I hope you guys enjoyed. And whoever is sitting here watching, I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, take care of yourself and peace. Oh,